Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news. And now the news in details. IGP intervenes in Rivers COVID-19 wars, orders free passage of essential workers and foods. The recently posted Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, Joseph Muken, has been directed by his boss, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, to take over the security aspect of the war against the COVID-19 in the oil-rich state. Before now, the governor of the state, Ñførç Wike, had been the chief enforcer of all orders used to prosecute the war against the invisible virus. The method and actions applied by Wike seem to have brought the state government in conflict with oil, multinational helicopter companies and the federal government, or some of its agencies. Governor Wike has used the police and other security agencies to arrest pilots, air passengers, 22 mobile oil workers, as well as confiscations of trucks, vehicles, and demolition of hotels that may have violated the lockdown order. The arrest of pilots and later 22 mobile workers coming in from Eket in Akwa Ibom State may have stirred some pangs in high places in Abuja. The signs came when the Minister of State for Aviation, Sirika Adi, backed Cavington helicopters, saying they had federal permit to operate the flight. Although Governor Wike later freed both the Cavington's detainees and mobile men, the action seemed to lay foundations of discord between the state and the federal government. The straw that may have broken the camel's back could be the threat to auction trucks impounded by Rivers State and the demolition of 2 hotels in Eleme local government last Sunday. Also, a policeman attached to one of the many task force operating in the state had shot a fellow police officer, a female at Eneka near Port Harcourt. Several other pockets of violence and conflict highlighted the enforcement of the orders on COVID-19. Governor Wike is the chairman of the highest task force where head of security agencies and the state are mere members. Wike personally stated to newsmen last week that it was the reason why head of some security agencies in the state were redeployed same week, including the particular police commissioner Katsina State-born Mustapha Dandaura, that seemed to work very closely with him. Mustapha replacement, Plateau State-born Mukan, seems to come with clear directives on many issues, especially with the prosecution of the war against the virus. This could be because the president was issuing orders which required the various commissioners of police in the state to implement nationwide, whereas Governor Wike was issuing his own orders, which also needed the same police command to implement. When there is conflict in these two sets of laws, the Commissioner of Police would have to decide which to obey. Now the IGP seems to clearly direct which orders to obey. Carrying this out, the new CP has charged members of the police enforcing the lockdown to ensure that human rights abuses were eliminated. They should also give access to journalists throughout the period of the lockdown. The police public relations officer, Nnamdi Omoni, and DSP warned officers in Rivers State to ensure that no journalist or doctors was molested or harassed covering the lockdown. I just got the signal of those on essential duties, and journalists are number 1 on the list. I think because the police work hand in hand with the media and government, so the Commissioner of Police, CP Joseph Gobon Muka, has warned all units, tactical heads, area commanders, diversional police officers, and the rest to call their men to order. Any policeman who breaches this order and is reported to the command will be dealt with. All journalists must have clear identification, identity card, stating him or her at all time. If at the point of arrest you do not have identity card, as journalists or doctors or medical personnel, you may need to blame our officers, he said. Nnamdi Omoni, also emphasized on the need to respect human rights of every citizen and residents of the state. No policeman should be seen harassing any residents who are not armed. May also want policemen to remember we live in digital world. Videos are so easy to make now. Anyone caught in such videos will face disciplinary actions from the command. The IGP and the Commissioner of Police, CP Joseph Muka, does not play with issues of human rights abuses. Nnamdi Omoni also hailed the court's judgment, sentencing a police sergeant, John Bosco, for aiding the escape of Ifeanyi Dike, who was found guilty of aiding and assisting the escape of Ifeanyi Ikechukwu Maxwell Dike from police custody, was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. The judge had ruled that he decided to sentence Okoronze to 1 year imprisonment because of the fact that he has served 2 years in prison already and has been dismissed from police office. He warned officers serving in the command to take their job seriously. Omoni said police is one of the organizations that does not shield its own. If you are found culpable in any crimes or criminal matters, we do our investigations and orderly room trials, and that is the end for that police officer. Just like the case of John Bosco. Upon interrogation, he was found culpable for aiding and abetting and was summarily dismissed and handed to court to face trials. The several orders being issued in Rivers State seem to have created opportunities for officers to extort members of the public. A petition was written, a DPO for illegally detaining a pharmacist and later demanding for 100,000 naira, but allegedly got 20,000 naira to free the pharmacist lecturers. Now, talks are rife that the IG has decided to relocate to Port Harcourt to enforce the order. This could not be confirmed. What seems very true, however, is the talk that all policemen serving with task force have been redeployed. This was said to be no new directive, as they were withdrawn from after the killings of the police women, but a trigger-happy policeman attached to a task force at Eneka. A visit to the headquarters would show many of them waiting to be posted. In that case, it was said the task force are no longer operating with police attaches. In this regard, any gun found on them would be illegal. It is now clear that that is the reason why the task force men were thoroughly beaten up by the youth leaders of Eleme local government and its team, who has been declared wanted. Now, many now wonder if this could be the beginning of the clipping of wings of the state governor, who has consistently picked fights with the centers. So guys, what is your own take about this? What do you think about this news? Obviously, we all know all the atrocities of these policemen that we have in Nigeria. You know, they don't take their work seriously. The way they do things, they harm innocent people everywhere. And thank God that the IGP, they intervened in Rivers State about the COVID-19 war. You know, it's better like that because we all know our police and whatever we call them in Nigeria. They don't take their work competently. They don't do what they are supposed to do. You know, the IGP is good that they actually bring out a lot of laws just to curb all these people, you know. But Nigerians are saying that is it IGP that is now the chief security officer to Rivers State? So that there could be an open route to the Amajiris to flown in there as they like and spread the virus, while the politics in a plan against Southerners have failed. This IGP is not normal if he thinks he can outsmart Wike when they has given order to close every market and shops. No movement, borders closed. So where will they sell their market? Which of the states that President Mohammed Buhari has gone to intervene with their affairs? They should take their time. Oh. We are happy with our government decision. Wike is our governor. We love him. All haters go hung transformer. You've heard it all. So guys, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Kindly drop your comment at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, I want to say a very big thank you to you. We'll say God bless you for subscribing. Thank you very much.